Hey folks, good afternoon. It's been a beautiful day, warm but still breezy, something that's balanced, something I enjoy. So I'm glad it's been a good day for me. So I was looking at some information, I was doing some research earlier this month, and I went back to it and started reading something on it that made me really wonder why people do certain things. Now, no matter what you believe in certain aspects of politics and life and whatever you want to talk about, there's been a real shift in change when people are asked to provide direct reasons, evidence driven, data driven, with peer review aspect. I do a lot of assessment and I look at a lot of things, and when I start reading certain uh, guidelines, rules, laws, regulations, I start reading the grammatics. I start reading the reasons. But what really amazes me, and this is something maybe I see it, I know some people do. Don't you question who wrote those rules, regulations, guidelines, and laws? Years past, when people created laws, regulations, rules, and anything like that, there's always some form of understanding who benefits on that rules and regulations. And in the last few decades, I'm seeing more and more rules and regulation written to a way that simple individuals, regular individuals, the regular Janes and Joes, can't even comprehend what the heck the rules, the regulations is all about. There was something somebody once said to me. If you want to amplify the level of doubt of the public, make them question and ask, what the heck do you mean? I've seen so many modified rules and regulations and laws that doesn't make sense to the simple person. And there's the aspect that a lot of people are asking, who really benefits on these rules and regulations and laws that people are creating? Because they're not being simplified. They purposely are created to point a doubt or question for a lot of people. In my case personally, I think a lot of these individuals are often wondering, the person who wrote these rules, these regulations, these laws, who are they writing these guidelines for? In the end, you might say it's for us, but are they really for you and me? Or is it for somebody who's getting the benefit for those guidelines and rules? That's a question I've asked many times, and it's something a lot of people don't seem to want to ask. Who really benefits on the rules and regulations and guidelines that's being created? Why are people so unwilling to create simplified part of the written rules? Why does it have to be so weird for some to just sit there and say, what does it mean? And people don't want to ask because they don't want to sound like they're stupid. The reality is a lot of these people just wants to know, what does the law, the rules, the regulations, the guidelines is all about? And I've seen too many of these rules and regulations that makes no sense because there are so much easier way to explain rules and regs and laws and policies if people want it that simple. If they want to just make it simple, it can be done. But a lot of people purposely create these guidelines and rules with so much emphasis on certain things that loopholes are created because the regular individuals don't understand it. And the people who does understand it, they can reason out themselves why this guidelines and rules or whatever is important. In my feeling, and it's something you guys might understand or not understand, let's make rules and regulations simple, make it understandable, make it reflective for everyone, no matter who they are. For me, reading these rules, regulations, policies, it's not new. I understand it, and if I don't, I research it. But I want every individual who can read, who can write, who can understand, to be given a chance to see the rules, to see the regulations, the policies, guidelines. Let them feel that their words, their opinion, their doubts, their strength are being listened to by politicians and regulation makers, and make these sort of guidelines and rules and everything else understandable. What do you think? Do you think our guidelines, rules, policies, and regulations are too much created to fit a narrative by some group of people, and making others, especially those individuals who are just regular Joes and Janes, feels like they're above, the words are above them, and they feel like it's against them every day? I don't want that to happen to everyone. So what do you think? Is these sort of writing of rules and regulations and guidelines really hurting the regular people? If you think I'm right or wrong, give me a hit. And for now, take care and stay safe, and enjoy whatever day and night comes up for you guys. Later.